Spider-Man, 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 baby. We are back. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I have been enjoying this show so much, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. If this shit was ass, I would let y'all know. But, dude, I am hooked. I am so excited for the next episodes to drop, honestly. I love what they did with the teaser trailers. I wasn't really sold on it whenever I saw the first few trailers for it. But then I saw Dr. Octopus coming in. I saw Norman Osborn coming in. I saw them using the Scorpion finally. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but we already have a Scorpion in the MCU. They haven't showed us shit with that guy. If that guy comes back and he voices the animated version of the Scorpion, it's going to change things up. And it's going to be a really good ride for us Spider-Man fans, especially all of us that we know the lore. The 2 episodes were good. The first one left in a cliffhanger. The second one left in an even bigger cliffhanger. And it makes me want to just get into the next episode, not even talk about it, bro. I just want to sit there and binge and binge and binge. I've been doing it with these 2 episodes, and I'm going to continue to do it for the rest of the season because you guys have heard this show got renewed for a 3rd season already. We're not even into the 3rd episode. Not even halfway through the 1st season, already got renewed for a 3rd season. So it tells us a lot. Critics like this show. I know a lot of fans are still mixed. A lot of fans are just hating on it because of the animation style. I know it's a 3D animation that's trying to go off by 2D animation, and it looks kind of funky and wonky at times. And I know it looks a little blocky, kind of like What If in a few instances. But besides that, I like the story. It's a good story. It's a good Spider-Man story. It's a good Peter Parker story. And so we just literally could just look over that, bro. We could just look over the Spider-Man aspect of things, the Peter Parker aspect of things, which is what I like about the movies. And 2nd episode in, we didn't take too long to get into the action. We didn't take too long to get the established origin story. I'm kind of on the fence with that origin story too. I mean, I hope it comes back and it plays something, it plays a big role later on, and it's not just some multiverse crap. But the spider coming from a portal, I know a lot of people hated that shit. I know a lot of people aren't alright with that shit, but I don't mind it. I mean, I like this version of the Peter. I like this version of the web crawler. I think he's doing an amazing job. The voice actor, in imitating kind of like Tom Holland's voice in a way, but he's adding his emotions to it. He's adding, his little banter here and there. He's adding more layers to the character, I feel like. And I feel like that's why they made this show, because they want to make us invested in the Tom Holland character, and they're kind of like filling in the gaps, between the MCU and his origin and what they left us in the dark, basically, whenever they introduced him. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't mind it. I myself didn't mind it. But I hope they do give us, a little bit of parallels of, like, things connecting, filling in the gaps. I kind of like how they called back that Iron Man scene, in Civil War. I liked how they called back the way that Peter, his love of pizza, he had a pizza shirt on. I know a lot of people didn't notice that, but he had a pizza shirt on. He ate pizza right before. And there was also a parallel whenever he caught the car from crashing into the bus. And yeah, bro, like, they're showing us a couple of things, and they know we're gonna be like, oh, dude, that was awesome. Oh, dude, look, this is what happened there. And it's not kind of like playing on the things that they already established, because it's kind of making them new. And I like that they didn't restrain themselves to keep it in the MCU, so that way we can deeply explore the lore of this Peter and, his abilities and his characters that he's, involved with. So, like, whenever they do introduce those characters in live action, we're already used to them. We already like them. We are already ready for them and their chemistry that they're going to have on screen. So with that said, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say, about this show, because I've honestly been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it a lot. Let's talk about the negatives, because I'm not just going to sit on the positives, I'm still iffy. I'm still not fully sold on the animation, because there's times, and there's been a couple of trailers where the action sequences don't look all that great, because there's not, I don't know, the impact, I guess. The impact, because animation is trying to do a lot of things. Like, it's a 3D animation. It's trying to look like it's 2D. And besides that, it's an art style that's already established. They're not showing a lot of, like, the impact on the hits, and it also has to make it believable that could happen in real life. So they are restrained in some ways, but I mean, I hope they can do really cool things, and I hope the animation just gets better and better as we go on. Not like What If, that it steadily declined into nothingness and a bunch of shit just thrown together. So yeah, so I mean that's basically what I had to say today. I just wanted to rant a little bit, go off on what I liked about the show, like just talk straight to the fans. As a Spider-Man fan, bro, I grew up with the Toby movies. Those were my movies. When the Andrew movies came out, I didn't really resonate as much with that character, but I could resonate with the things that he was going through, how he dealt with things, how he was really explosive. And that makes you feel for the Peter Parker character, and I feel for this Peter Parker character. I feel for this show, and I like, I like that the characters are getting deeper layers. I like that the villains aren't just villains, and I like that they're giving us more family moments with Aunt May. Because I feel like we didn't really get that in the MCU. We saw her here and there, but they really prioritized getting Spider-Man into these bigger outer world movies, and they leave his main characters in the background and his rogue gallery in the background, and they also leave us, the fans, in the background, because they don't show us what we're asking them to show us. They're showing us what they think we want to see, and at the end of the day, they might hit or miss. We loved No Way Home. I think we're a little bit fatigued, and I think this is a little step on the right direction. Getting Spider-Man, getting Peter more ground level, getting him to get to experience that naiveness of being Spider-Man, him getting the hang of his powers again, him seeing how strong he is, him figuring out how many quips he can throw at a villain before he gets irritated and wants to kill him. So I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say, honestly. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Spectacular Spider-Man. It doesn't have a lot of like the animated series, the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series, which a lot of people didn't like. I grew up on that show, so I really liked it a lot. But I like that they're giving the characters, uh, um, an actual role. What's her name? She has powers. I believe she's a mutant in the comics, but the girl that he met the first day, and they're giving him that established friendship. They're giving him that relief where most of the times when Spider-Man gets his ass kicked, there's always that hope, that light at the end of the tunnel, just guiding him. And it's always like, I don't know, an old lady giving him a churro, or it's always like a fan of his sending him to do a backflip, on top of a building or something. And Spider-Man is for the people, and I love that scene that he had with uh the robber, the lady that robbed the pizza place before you got the pizza, that he told the guy, he convinced her that she was just running out of luck, and she was having a bad time, to just let her go this one time. And it just sold me completely whenever he was untying her, and he was just like, don't make me regret this. And that's the Spider-Man I want. The Spider-Man for the people, bro. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's what we want. We don't want the outer space Spider-Man. We don't want the Thanos fighting Spider-Man. We don't, I mean, shit, give me the symbiote. I love the symbiote. I want to see the symbiote in live action in the MCU. So yeah, don't take this too serious, Sony or Marvel, whoever might be watching this. Okay, we want that shit. But after that, dude, just give him a break. Just give my man just a solid 3 movies where he's just going on adventures, and he's just helping out people, and like shit gets out of hand, obviously, but kind of like Homecoming. Homecoming was one of the best Spider-Man movies in the MCU, and I dare say, dude, like I think it's the best one with Tom Holland in it, and just because it showed us a lot of Peter, it showed us a lot of Spider-Man, it showed us the daily struggles, and I feel like we lost that as we went forward in the MCU because, like I said, they want to prioritize these big movies, these big events, and I understand that they have to make money, but sometimes you just gotta let Spider-Man be for the fans, man. You can't tire him out like that. You can't burn him out because, as we're seeing with Batman, people want to change. People want to see the Batman that they grew up with reading in the comics. People want to see the Spider-Man that we grew up with, watching, reading, just seeing every weekend in the mornings in the cartoons, Disney XD, everything, bro. And I don't know. I just feel like we really have gotten lost in this media thing, and I feel like we've really lost the character um for a while, and I feel like this is refreshing. This is a really refreshing show, and that's the best way to put it because I love Spider-Man and I love Peter Parker, and I think whenever he's done right, he could be one of the best characters in media ever, bro. We've seen it. Kids fall in love with his character. Does he have his flaws? Yes, he has his flaws. But like us, he keeps on looking forward. He keeps on getting up. That's what they taught us in the Sam Raimi movies. That's what they taught us in the Andrew Garfield movies. That no matter what, you have to keep on fighting. You have to keep on moving forward. And I'm glad that he's back. That's all I have to say. So thank you so much for anyone that watched this video, and thank you so much for any Spider-Man fan that just loves the character. I just know that I'm right there with you, and just know that as the things get more and more intense and more awesome for the Spider-Man media and the Marvel media, because overall I am a Marvel channel and I want them to do good, and Spider-Man is one of those characters that you just have to get good. So yeah, Marvel dub. Thank you so much. And if you liked me, if you think I'm relatable, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for anybody that's watching. Thank you for anybody that sat through to the end. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I hope you guys stay nerdy and stay awesome. Thank you so much. Peace.
Nosotros somos de barrio, ahora somos los dueños de la esquina.